Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't wanna miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats, you know that we gotta run it back. Whether on the field or the court, you know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Let's go. That's what the intro said. Let's go. Oh man. We got some major news right here, and I had to jump on this real quick before I even start my day, because I do have another video I need to come out with later on. Lin Dunn has been replaced. Yes, the hiring of Kelly Koval has been a major factor for the Indiana Fever going forward, because we know that with Caitlyn Clark and Aliyah Boston, this team has to go into another direction. Now, if you listen to what Lin Dunn had to say in her little podcast interview 2 days ago, you could tell that changes is coming, and it's coming fast, and it's coming in a hurry. Lin Dunn said that Kelly Koval is going to be over the business side of basketball and the marketing side of basketball. And guess what? In a new business decision, Lin Dunn is no longer the GM of the Indiana Fever. Yes, Lord, we wanted Lin Dunn to be replaced, and this is how you do it. You make smart business decisions. You make big business moves to improve your basketball team. And I'm here to tell you now, with this major move that I'm about to announce, the Indiana Fever is going to be a team to be reckoned with in their second year and then going into next year. So the Indiana Fever just hired Amy Cox as the team's new chief operating officer and general manager. Cox will succeed GM Lin Dunn. If y'all don't know who Amy Cox is, then I'll go ahead and show you real quick. That's Amy Cox. Lin Dunn will still be with the organization, but she will not have any basketball decisions to make. She won't be making doing no hiring or no firing. So that's a good thing, because I'll tell you why throughout this video. Now, Lin Dunn will move into a new position as senior advisor to the Fever basketball. So, senior advisor is somebody that helps, advise, not making any decisions. She can't fire. She can't hire nobody. She just advise and with personnel and stuff like that, or any other thing that they need in the organization. So Cox has spent some time with various WNBA franchises, including the Phoenix Mercury, the Connecticut Sun, and most recently the Dallas Wings. See, that's important right there, because Kelly Koval, who helped build the Fever into a playoff team and winning championships and going to finals, she knows the importance of leadership at the top. And when you bring in somebody like a Amy Cox at the top of this at the top right here, then what you're doing is solidifying, telling your team right now that, hey, we here for big business. We not here. We went here to get the playoffs. We're here to win championships. And we see how the Dallas Wings has run. Now, check this out. Now that Amy Cox is there could be a chance in free agency that we could pull Salto Sably to the Fever. Just in case now. I'm not saying it will happen, but that's a significant move, because you think about it. They might end up firing, the Dallas Wings might end up firing their coach. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what other moves that the Indiana Fever might have. And so, but before I even get to anything else, I'm going to go ahead and read this off to you. The Dallas Wings, she was the Dallas Wings chief operating officer and led day-to-day operations and oversee ticket sales, partnerships, marketing, and other things. That is so important, because we already know during the beginning of the season that the Indiana Fever had a lot of marketing issues, especially when it comes to promoting Caitlyn Clark, even promoting the other young superstar, Aliyah Boston. And now you don't have to have none of that issue, because now what you're going to do, you're going to bring in more partnerships to the Indiana Fever, because the Indiana Fever is going to be one of the big, I'm not going to even say one, they are going to be one of the biggest teams in the WNBA going forward. Because if you look at how the New York Liberty are, they in the New York market, so they're getting a lot of promotion. They're getting a lot because you got two superstars there. You got Sabrina Ionescu and you got Brianna Stewart. You know what I'm saying? And they don't make the numbers and the attendance sales as the Indiana Fever, but they do. They are a big draw, who no matter who they play. So that is so significant and so important, because the fact of the matter is, when you're dealing with over ticket sales and day-to-day operations, day-to-day operations means you looking to improve your team. You're gonna be working closely with with Kelly. Y'all gonna look to improve this team. Y'all gonna look to see who y'all can bring in, and y'all gonna bring in some people. Now I'm going to finish reading what I need to read this part, and then I'm gonna get back to it. But I'm gonna tell you why this is gonna be so important. So Cox said, I look forward to contributing to the whole class experience for our fans as well as our players, both on and off the court. And the reason why this is so significant and so important is because they could be making a move to replace Christy Size. Yes, I said it. We're moving Lin Dunn out the way of GM. She don't have to have any ties to Christy Size. So if they make a decision of firing Christy Size, then Lin Dunn don't have nothing to do with it. It's going to be solely on Amy Cox and Kelly to make that decision. So they probably right now are looking for a coach replacement for Christy Size. We want Christy Size fired before the start of the season. You want to bring in now. Again, they might not fire Christy Size. They might sit Christy Size down and say, hey, this is how we want the basketball side run. This is how we want you to run. We bringing you some pieces in. But again, like I say, by no stretch of means, Christy Size is safe. I don't believe Christy Size is safe. I believe they going to bring in a new coach. This is what I feel. I could be wrong, but I feel that now with all of these moves and changes to the organization, they're going to bring in, they might bring a high profile coach in. They might see, hey, they might wait till after the playoffs to look for a new coach. Bring in a new coach, get rid of Christy Size, bring the team together, say, hey, this is our new coach. This is what we're looking for. This is how we want to run. Lin Dunn say, hey, they want this team to run. Okay, so if you want this team to run, then you need a coach that understands that, because what we see the beginning of the season with Christy Size, yeah, there was some improvement, but it was the players that really got them to the playoffs. It wasn't Christy Size coaching, because Christy Size didn't want to run the ball. Damn, I'm talking about football terms. She didn't want to run Caitlyn's style of offense. You know what I'm saying? She wanted that drag down, slow down, post play, which killed the team a lot. The team was getting blown out in games. If they didn't change to later in the season before the break to a fast-paced game, the Fever would not even make the playoffs. That's just to be honest, and that's just true. But this move is so significant right here. Now, Amy Cox will be joining the organization on October 28th. So, and like I said, she, like Lin Dunn, is moving to a new position for the organization. Kelly Koval said that she had known Amy over 20 years and had watched her successfully build teams both on and off the court. See, I'm telling you, we already know what Kelly have done with the Fever before. We already know what she done with the Pacers already, and now she's coming back. They are setting this team up for success. They are making sure that this team is run right. with no lapses in between, because you got, like I said, you got two superstars in Caitlin Clark and Aliyah Boston. And you think about this, when the trade deadline had came, and we was hoping, we was thinking, and like, dang, why we let Celeste Taylor go? Why we didn't sign somebody or to a 10-day contract, with Odyssey Sims that could have helped the team with bench scoring purposes. You wanted more defense. You could have kept Celeste Taylor, bumped her up to minimize Katie Lou, or if you was going to minimize Alyssa Smith minutes, that was a perfect person that you could have put in there with Celeste Taylor. Odyssey Sims could have came off the bench and help out with scoring minutes, you know what I'm saying, where Erica Wheeler didn't even have to come on the court. You could have had all of this. This team could have went a little bit further and probably pick up a game at home, and then they could have probably been a top 4 team instead of a top 6 team going into the playoffs. These moves like this is detrimental to a team. When your current GM do not make significant moves and just sit back and say, oh, they didn't want to shake up the roster, they didn't want to hurt nobody's feelings. This is a damn business. Basketball is a business. We see it in the NBA all the time. A first-year coach gets their ass waxed if the team is not performing at a level that the owners think they should. And now that the Fever owner finally has grown some cojones, he's making the right moves because he knows the Indiana Fever is his money ticket with Caitlin Clark on there. He knows that he cannot mess that up. So he got to bring in heavy hitters because this team is going to, I'm saying this team is going to be fighting for a championship next year. They're going to attack free agency. They are going to attack the draft. They're going to attract people because these moves are significant. And like I said, if the Dallas Wings do not, because like I said in my last video with the free agency standpoint, if you go check it out in my last video, I talked about number of free agents that's going to come there. You know what I'm saying? And one of the free agents I talked about was Sasha Sabley because of the Dallas Wings financial issues with Natasha Howard and Sasha Sabley. And I do believe that Amy Cox could be a key piece of bringing Sasha Sabley to the Indiana Fever to play with Caitlin Clark and Aliyah Boston. I truly believe that. And if I'm wrong, then I will come back and do a video and say, hey, I thought this was going to happen, but it wasn't. But nevertheless, this is a major, major, major move for the Indiana Fever. And I do, like I said, in order to attract free agents, and move this team forward, you have to fire Chrissy Sides. Chrissy Sides and her staff has to go. And I do believe they got somebody. I truly wholeheartedly believe that they got somebody because this team has been a mess from the beginning of the season. And they show some sign of life in the second half of the season. But going down the stretch, they had lost a couple of games. They were playing tight games. Games that they shouldn't have. Alyssa Smith should have been traded around the trade deadline. Whether if you got something for her or not, you could have found a way to trade her. They wanted to hold on to her. You know what I'm saying? Chrissy Sides didn't want to do the right thing and play other players because she wanted to stroke Alyssa Smith. You need a coach in there that said, hey, this is how we're going to run the team. Boom, we're going to run. We're going to play defense. These are the pieces that we got together. This team could come out and be a 25 to 30 team win next year with the right pieces around Caitlyn and Aliyah Boston. And that's what it is. You got two young superstars. Now, I had listened to Ben Daniels and I forgot the guy on Come On Podcast last night. I was on there for a good bit, and they had me dying laughing. So shout out to both y'all guys. And one thing he said on the dude from, I swear I don't know his name. I'm going to find out so I won't mess it up. He said that bring Tina Charles in. Tina Charles is older. She could be a role player off the bench. I can't see her starting. I can't see her running the floor. Like I said in my last video, if you check it out, the free agents that I popped off, you need young legs to run the floor. And like me, I'm high on Isabel Harris. But again, that's a time for another day. Now, to close out this situation here, Kelly Koval also said that the Fever president of basketball business and basketball operations said in a release, she said she brings a wide range of executive experience to our leadership team. I look forward to working with her as we build the Fever franchise into the next era of growth. Cox was the COO for the Dallas Wings, overseeing ticket sales, partnerships, marketing, communication, broadcast, community efforts. This season, the team has 7 sellouts and played 90% capacity at College Park Center, according to the released news. Cox was vice president of sports for the Connecticut Sun from 2016 and 2021, leading all revenue generating operations for the organization. She began her career with the Phoenix Mercury, rising to be the team's president and chief operating officer. The Mercury won WNBA titles in 2007 and 2009. Wow. So, like I said, now she also has led business operation with the Kansas City Current of the soccer, and served as the chief marketing officer for the MSL Houston Dominoes, as well as the Houston Dash, and was a associate commissioner for the women's basketball in the Big East for 2014 and 15. Wow. Well, all I can say is this. Wow. This is the owner has hit it on the head with Kelly and now Amy Cox. It's exciting time to be an Indiana Fever. So my thing is this here is it's time. So now we're looking for the next move. And hopefully Chrissy Sides will be the next person moving, because like I said, when you bring in heavy hitters, they already have a plan who they want. There ain't no more fumbling with the roster. There ain't no more fumbling with coaching. There ain't no fumbling with marketing. There ain't no fumbling with the business side of the aspect. It's time to bring talent to Indiana. Now, Lin Dunn spilled some beans. She said, hey, they got some free agents. Now you move her from everything. She don't need to. Actually, Lin Dunn don't need to be on no more podcasts talking about nothing about Fever basketball. If anything, it should be the new GM, Amy Cox talking, and Kelly talking. Lin Dunn don't need to have no words. She just need to zip it from here on out. We don't need to hear from Lin Dunn no more. That's it. We shouldn't hear from her no more. But tell me what you think about this move for the Indiana Fever. Me personally, I'm excited, and I'm ready to see what the Fever could do for going into 2025 and this offseason, because I'm excited. I really am looking to see what they're going to do with the coaching. That's the biggest move next. So until then, this your boy Livewire Sports. Boom. Keep them bells ringing. You know what it is. And I'm out.
Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't want to miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.